ferret. I know you're looking at me. Oh, okay. Where is this fascinating city? It's home to the world-famous Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. Yes, we are in Sydney. In this episode, we'll show you what Sydney is really like. So let's dive in. The first thing that caught our eye, surprisingly, many people walk around barefoot on the streets, up the stairs, even in restaurants and supermarkets. Next, we can't talk about Sydney without mentioning the ocean and beaches. They're not just beautiful, they're part of everyday life here. In Sydney, it's completely normal to see people walking around in bikinis, not just on the sand, but also in cafes, shops, and along the coastal walkways. It's laid back, confident, and very Aussie. Tanning is part of the beach culture here, and the golden skin is often considered a symbol of the Australian lifestyle. So we joined in and soaked up some sun on the beach. But with Sydney's extreme strong UV rays, sun cream wasn't optional. It was essential. The waves in Sydney are powerful, consistent, and full of energy. Perfect for surfers. Wow, the waves! From world-famous Bondi Beach to local favorites like Manly, surfers gather to catch the swells. It's not just a sport here, it's a lifestyle in Sydney. Even if you don't surf, watching the waves crash and the surfers glide across them is mesmerizing. Of course, we had to experience the waves for ourselves, and Jean couldn't get enough of them. One of the best ways to experience Sydney's coastline is by taking a walk along its stunning beach trails. And the most famous of all is the Bondi to Coogee Coastal Walk. This 6-kilometer path winds along dramatic cliffs, past golden beaches, ocean pools, and scenic lookout points. Whether you are into photography, fresh ocean air, or just want a peaceful stroll with jaw-dropping views, this trail is a must. We loved how the sound of crashing waves, salty breeze, and vibrant beach culture followed us every step of the way. That's the cemetery right by the sea. Very interesting. Do you guys see all this seaweed? Normally, Westerners don't eat seaweed, but Koreans love seaweed. You know who else is eating seaweed? A whale. What? Oh. Whales eat seaweed after they give birth because it helps blood circulation. Oh, we even stopped for a picnic along the way.
Pistachio cake.
No trip to Sydney is complete without seeing its two most iconic landmarks, the Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. Sydney is full of great photo spots like this one. Even if you don't visit tourist spots, such great spots are readily available throughout the entire city. Nonetheless, let us show you some of the best spots to enjoy these landmarks, including a few hidden gems you might not know about, so you can check them out on your next trip to Sydney. One of the best ways to enjoy these two great landmarks is by hopping on a ferry. As soon as the ferry pulls out of Circular Quay, you are treated to a breathtaking view of the Opera House on one side and the Harbour Bridge on the other. It's like a moving postcard. For just a few dollars, you get million-dollar views from a different angle. It's also a relaxing way to travel and escape the city noise with fresh ocean air all around. Sydney Harbour becomes absolutely enchanting at night. As the ferry glides across the dark water, the Opera House glows softly with golden lights, and the Harbour Bridge stands tall, lit up like a giant sculpture against the night sky. The reflection of city lights dances on the water, and the breeze feels cooler.
Wow, interesting.
That's interesting thing. Moving clubhouse. We actually enjoyed this night ferry because it was romantic, cinematic, and yet definitely less crowded than daytime rides. We found it to be a perfect way to end the day. Slow, scenic, and simply unforgettable. Many hidden spots around the Opera House and Harbour Bridge offer stunning views that tourists often overlook, and we're excited to show them to you one by one. There's another secret point. While most people admire Sydney's landmarks only from Circular Quay, we cross the bridge to discover more. This lookout is a stunning point located just across the Sydney Harbour Bridge on the north side of the harbour. From here, you can see the Sydney Opera House sitting elegantly on the water, the Harbour Bridge arching over the harbour, and the central business district shimmering in the background. Despite the incredible views, it's often less crowded than other tourist-heavy areas, making it a bit of a hidden gem. Located just below the northern end of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, this is a spacious and scenic park that stretches along the waterfront in Milsons Point. The park offers sweeping views of the Opera House, Circular Quay, and the harbour, perfect for picnics or simply relaxing under the bridge's massive steel structure. Now, let's head up to a lush, enchanting public oasis tucked beneath the northern end of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. This secret garden is located in a beautiful and one of my favorite neighborhoods in Sydney called Lavender Bay. This place is ideal for quiet contemplation, romantic photos, picnics, bird watching, and discovering cozy hidden spots.
Wow, so scenic.
As you make your way back to the tip of the peninsula, you'll arrive at a stunning viewpoint. This charming harborside suburb is known for its peaceful village atmosphere and breathtaking views, a perfect local escape from the city's hustle and bustle. Keep walking along the public reserve and you reach a lookout that offers one of the best panoramic views in all of Sydney. From here, you can take in the Harbour Bridge, Opera House, Circular Quay, and the city skyline, all in one incredible frame. No wonder someone chose this spot to propose tonight. Now cross the Harbour Bridge by train, bus, or on foot and enjoy the spectacular views along the way. We have arrived at Sydney Observatory, one of the city's most charming and historic spots. Sitting atop Observatory Hill, it offers a breathtaking view over Sydney Harbour with sweeping sights of the Harbour Bridge and beyond. During the day, the area feels peaceful and spacious, but as late afternoon approaches, it comes alive. Wow, sun is setting behind, with people gathering for sunset picnics, soaking in the golden light and harbor breeze. Wow, the big cruise ship is passing under the harbor bridge. Lastly, no visit to Sydney is complete without seeing its most iconic landmark, the Opera House. Start at Circular Quay and walk towards the Opera House. Along the way, you'll spot massive cruise ships docked at the terminal with the Harbour Bridge on one side and the Opera House on the other. The Harbour Bridge, often nicknamed the coat hanger for its distinctive shape, is one of the largest steel arch bridges in the world. And if you're up for a thrill, you can even climb it. The Opera House is a true masterpiece of modern architecture. Its white, Sally-like shells appear to float above the harbor, and it's just as breathtaking up close as it is from a distance. In the late afternoon, people gather at the Opera Bar to enjoy drinks with a view and watch the sunset behind the bridge. And don't forget to walk all the way to Mrs. McCurry's chair, the perfect spot to see both the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge in one iconic frame. You have to try McDonald's soft serve in Australia. Maybe it's the high quality Aussie meal, but it's so creamy and delicious. All that for just $1 Aussie. What a deal. Brunch culture in Australia is something special. Aussie brunch is known for its fresh, high quality ingredients, creative presentation, and a strong strong focus on health and taste. Think smashed avocado on sourdough, poached eggs with beetroot hummus, and cold brew or flat whites done right. We often saw long lines outside popular brunch spots. It's relaxed, social, and a big part of the modern Aussie lifestyle, so we took part in it as well. Wow, this is a subway station. Super! Very clean. This is a subway station. Wow, so fancy. We were really impressed by Sydney's public transport system. It's clean and advanced, much like what we're used to in Korea. Most train stations feel modern and safe, with air conditioning, electronic displays, platform screen doors, CCTV, and even designated spaces for wheelchairs. Passengers can easily check when the next train is arriving, and even during the ride, you're clearly informed how long it will take to reach the next station. And not to forget, there are clean public bathrooms at nearly every station, which is a huge plus. One interesting difference from Korea was the presence of two-way folding chairs on the train. To us, it really reflected the efficiency and practicality Australians seem to value in their daily life. One thing you'll quickly notice in Sydney is how the city is full of parks, big and small, tucked into neighborhoods or sprawling across the waterfront. Whether you are in the heart of the CBD or out in the suburbs, you are never far from a peaceful green space. Locals really make the most of them. We saw people having picnics, walking their dogs, jogging, or just lying on the grass with a book and a coffee in hand. What we felt in Sydney was quite unique. While it's clear that the country was founded by the British with a dominant Western culture and majority white population, you can also feel a strong Asian influence, likely because of Australia's position in the Asia-Pacific region. The city feels like a cultural intersection where Western and Eastern elements blend. You see it in the food scene, you hear it in the streets from various Asian languages, and you sense it in the lifestyle. A mix of Western openness combined with some of the community-focused values often found in Asian cultures. Sydney is packed with awesome photo spots everywhere. I totally get why people from all over the world come here to visit or even move in. It's just that charming.
Wow, thank you.
Latte with brownies. Now, we're off to explore another amazing city. These are all classic cars. See you soon.